This is huge. We have a major update on Jalen Brunson's ankle injury and return timeline. We also have an update about Knicks' rival, the Philadelphia 76ers. They just stole a gifted Knicks wing in Chuma Okeke for the second time this season. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and have notifications on as well too. If you want to support the channel, the easiest way to do that is to hit that subscribe button. And now, let's get started. Major update on Jalen Brunson's return timeline. Jalen Brunson has been out of action for the last 11 days due to that severe ankle sprain. His reevaluation period should be coming up shortly, but thankfully, we do not have to wait until that time to get an update. Thanks to Shams of ESPN, he recently provided more information about Jalen Brunson, that ankle injury, and potentially when he can return for New York. Shout out to Shams of ESPN for giving us an update about Jalen Brunson's return timeline. According to Shams, Thursday marks 2 weeks for Jalen Brunson since he's been out. Sources tell me that it's more of a 3 to 4 week minimum return time frame for Jalen Brunson. That sidelines him through late March, early April. The key for the Knicks and Jalen Brunson is keeping the swelling down in that ankle, getting it lower, and then increasing the mobility in the ankle. They know they need to get him right for the playoffs. That's of the utmost importance. It will be a few more weeks away here for Jalen Brunson to return. From March 15th, he's talking about. So a few more weeks from March 15th. That definitely places his return in early April. Initially, after hearing about the injury, we all thought that Brunson could be out until the postseason. Then it sounded like he was going to be able to return during the regular season, which Shams of ESPN has now just confirmed in this latest report. I said it from the start, but let me say it again. If Jalen Brunson is out, but he comes back for the last few games of the regular season just to get right, get his body right, his timing right, get the chemistry right, and then he's fully healthy and ready and available to go into the postseason and help the Knicks try to win that first series, I am going to be excited and hype because I thought for the most part he potentially could miss the start of the postseason. If he's going to come back during the regular season, get to play a couple of regular season games, look like the old Jalen Brunson, and then the Knicks have a fully healthy Jalen Brunson going into the postseason, something I never thought New York would have. This gives the Knicks a huge advantage against any team they're facing in that first round. And that's exactly what I want the Knicks to have, another advantage. And if Jalen Brunson is that advantage, New York is going to run through whoever they're facing in that first round. And hopefully, without JB over the next couple of games, this team starts to understand how to win without Jalen Brunson, how to win without JB on the floor, how to close if Jalen Brunson is not there, if he's not available. These are the things this team needs to develop and understand. How to develop a second unit that you can trust while the starters are not out there. These are the things New York needs to do in Jalen Brunson's absence. Because when Brunson comes back, if he comes back to a starting unit that knows how to win without him, if he comes back to a team that now has a developed second unit, our team is going to be so much better than the team Jalen Brunson left when he got that ankle injury in the first place. And this is what New York must focus on. We know our weaknesses. We know where we need to improve. Now, we need to try to make the most changes in those areas until we get to the postseason. And then do everything that we can to get to the NBA Finals. Because obviously, that's the ultimate goal. But hearing this injury update from Shams makes me so happy. Jalen Brunson's coming back. He's coming back during the regular season, and he's going to be ready, right, and available come the postseason. And for me, I wouldn't have it any other way. A fully healthy Brunson for this Knicks team headed into the postseason, sign me up any day of the week. I am very thankful for that. But going to our next topic, and something I'm not thankful for, the Philadelphia 76ers. They're not having a great season. I'm happy about that. They're failing. I'm happy about that. But if you're failing and you're not doing well, do not go out to our Westchester team and steal a talent that you stole before. That's right. Remember a couple of months ago, I made a video about the 76ers stealing Chuma Okeke? Well, guess what? I'm making the same video now, just an updated version, because they did it again, ladies and gentlemen. Recently, the 76ers just stole Chuma Okeke for the second time in a row for this season. Again. It happens again. Shout out to 76ers press release and also to the Westchester Knicks for giving us the following information. As you can see there, the Philadelphia 76ers have signed Chuma Okeke to their second 10-day contract with the team. He has been called up, and I don't know why, but the Westchester Knicks are congratulating. They're congratulating Chuma for going to Philly. You don't congratulate Chuma for going to the 76ers. This is horrible. This is terrible. You don't congratulate that. Now, obviously, the 76ers are dealing with a number of injuries. So many players are out. So clearly, they need more bodies. They need more wings. And one of the wings they wanted was Chuma Okeke. And let me tell you this, guys. It would not surprise me at all if they sign Chuma for the rest of the season, especially if their stars in Joel and Paul George cannot play for the rest of the year, which, by the way, it's looking like that is definitely going to be the case. If that is, you might as well stack your roster with more talent, more talented pieces. And one of those pieces is Chuma Okeke. Now, you might be asking yourself, why are you upset about that? We have PJ Tucker on the team already. Recap. Our team is full. You're right about that. However, did we forget why the Knicks waited to sign PJ in the first place? They waited to do that so that way they could gain flexibility toward the end of the season. Because you got to remember, if they want to, they can waive DeLon Wright and sign somebody else that they want to add to this team. Now, for me, I was always looking at the players in Westchester. Moses Brown, before he got signed, Chuma Okeke, and then TJ Warren. I thought that at the end of the season, one of those guys was likely going to be signed to this team and DeLon Wright was going to be waived. Is that going to happen now at this point? I'm not sure. I hope it does, but I can't really call it. DeLon Wright gets a number of healthy DNPs. He does not play unless it's garbage time. And if that's the case, I might as well waive him and get somebody else on this team that gives me size. And also, if I need it, another body to put out there that can help us in a very tight game. Moses Brown, I believe he's capable. TJ Warren now, I believe he's capable. Chuma was the best fit out of all of them for this Knicks bench. And I promise you, that has been my take for months now, and it is not going to change. The Knicks dropped the ball by not adding Chuma to this team. But now he's with the 76ers, and I'm not sure even if the Knicks at this point are going to make another roster move before they head into the postseason. But if I was New York, looking at the roster that I have right now and the lack of size that we have, I would waive DeLon Wright in a heartbeat and sign Moses Brown. He continues, by the way, rolling out of bed, giving you 2015 games, 2020 games like it's nothing. You can say it's the G League, but then I'll counter and I'll say, what other center is putting up those numbers in the G League consistently? I'll wait, because you're not going to find many. He is ready for the NBA level. The only thing he needs is an opportunity and a chance. New York needs more size, and we have a player that isn't playing. Make the move. Waive Delon and sign Moses. And if you do that, you help this Knicks team, even by this much, get that much better. And who knows, maybe that much is the difference between winning a series and losing a series. Make the moves that matter now so we get that help later when we actually need it. But what about you guys? What do you think about Jalen Brunson likely coming back in early April? And what about the Philadelphia 76ers stealing Chuma Okeke for the second time this season? Let me know how you feel about that in the comments section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.